Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sorry, it's been a minute. I've been on vacation for a couple weeks and getting back into the swing of things, and just been kind of hectic, crazy. I was gonna put the big red beast in the back of it in the background, but it's still kind of warm out here, so she's idling right now. But I was gonna put her in it because this is gonna be the last run I'm doing in her. I'm about to take her up and get my new Kenworth. But anyways, if one of you guys are coming in and you guys see it and you get it, awesome. She's a good truck. She's taking care of me. She made me a lot of money. But I've been waiting for a Kenworth for about 9 months now. So she doesn't have all the flow below stuff on it that most of the other trucks have on it. But I'm going to bring kind of a frequently asked questions video today, because there's a few questions I've been getting quite regularly. So I'm going to kind of touch base on those today. Number one is equipment. What kind of equipment do we have, and what do the trucks come equipped with? So we have late model Kenworths and Freightliners. Generally speaking, they're between 2020 to 2023. There might be a few 19s still sprinkled out there. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any. And like I said, we have Kenworths and Freightliners. We have the T680s, and then we have the W990s for the Kenworth. For the W990s, there is a down payment required. I'm not sure what that consists of, so if that's something you're interested in, that would be something to talk to my recruiter Terry about. She might have a little more information. And then the Freightliners are just Cascadias. As far as what they're equipped with, most of the trucks have APUs on them. We have about, I think, like 40 or 50 trucks that don't have APUs. They have the OptiIdle system on them. Not the greatest, but it's better than idling all night long. But generally, most of our trucks have APUs on them. And then they all come with, I think a few of them have 1500 watt inverters. Most of them, I think, have 1800 watt inverters. And that's about all the trucks come with. They don't put fridges in the trucks, because if you've been in a Freightliner, then you know that the newer model Freightliners, they're missing that whole cabinet section behind the passenger seat, so you can actually put a pretty large fridge in there. As to where the Kenworths, you have to have the truck fridge, the small fridge that goes in it. So they've they don't put fridges in them because there's such a variety size of fridge you can buy for the Freightliners. As far as having them hooked up or anything like that, if you need something installed in the truck, the shop will do it. If you have it already, then they're just going to charge you labor rates for it. As far as if you buy a fridge from Walmart, though, they removed that cabinet section behind the Freightliner, or behind the seat of the Freightliner, and put a platform in there for a fridge. So it comes with a flat surface, and then it also comes with straps to cinch it down. So basically all you have to do is take the fridge out of the box, take all the foam and stuff and whatever else comes on the fridge, take it all off, get the fridge ready to use, and plug the thing in. Most of the trucks that I've seen all have a couple different spots where you can actually plug a regular, they have regular outlets in them. And then I know my truck also has three different 12 volt outlets in the back of the truck as well. So that's kind of that for the equipment. Late model Freightliners and Kenworths, T680s, W990s. W990s require a deposit or a down payment. Get with the recruiter, or if she doesn't know the answer, then let me know in the comments, and I can do a little bit more digging and find out the answer to that for you. Money, guarantees. I said it in one of my previous videos. Please don't come over here trying to get a guarantee. You're not going to get a guarantee over here. Most of the companies that are promising guarantees, they're running really low rates, especially in today's trucking industry. So we do have our Texas Regional, which I do believe is a guaranteed amount of money every week, but that's on the company side. If you're coming over here as a lease purchase, you're not going to want a guarantee because you're going to make above the guarantee every week, so it's not going to matter. But don't, if me or, I know a lot of you guys that come over here and watch my videos, you guys also watch Ed Get Money's videos. The dude's insane. He's great at what he does. He's a number genius. So the dude has, he's not lying to you guys when he gives you his numbers. But if you watch our videos and he puts out his numbers, and I don't put my numbers out on video, but like I said in one of my previous videos, if you want to discuss my numbers, you can call me. My number's in the description. And I'll talk numbers with you. I'll send you screenshots of my settlements. I got nothing to hide. I just don't want it on social media. But if you come over here and you run smart and you have an open line of communication with your DM and you're good with your PTAs and your availability times, you can make really decent money over here. It's not hard to make between $2,000 and $3,000 a week over here. With that being said, don't ask for a guarantee. Just come over here and earn the money yourself. Like, that's all there is to it. So, and this is going to be a relatively short video. I got my daughter with me, and we're going to go get cleaned up and stuff like that. But I guess the big question I get, and some people seem to think I'm hiding it because I didn't advertise it in my videos. Do we have cameras in the trucks? Yes, we have cameras in the trucks. Are they just forward-facing cameras, or are they inward-facing cameras too? They're both. But here's the catch. Number one, they're there to protect you. And I know this is going to sound like something coming straight from the company, but it's not. I've done the research on it, and they're there to protect you. I've seen situations where people get into, everybody in the country who's not a truck driver nowadays is sue happy. They will sue you for anything. And if you get into an accident, somebody darts out in front of you and brake checks you, and you hit the brakes, and you might not be found at fault for the accident, but the thing they're going to dig into to make sure you're not at fault is, what were you doing prior to the accident? Were you distracted driving? Were you doing something else? What were you doing? So our cameras are not on all the time. Our cameras are on 12-second loops. If an event is caused, i.e. hard brake, you hit your lane departure too many times, or your stability control goes off too extreme, then it'll trigger the camera. What it does at that point is it rewinds 8 seconds and goes forward 4 seconds. So it sees a total of 12 seconds of what you were doing. That protects you. As far as the whole invasion of privacy, and I don't want that camera to see me changing. Number one, when you're parked, the camera still can be turned on, but that's going to be from an impact. If you get backed into at a truck stop or something, then it'll trigger the camera. That way, if it's a hit and run, they can get the license plate, and that guy can take care of the damage, and you're not out the money for the damage to the truck. Bay & Bay as a company, they encourage you to cover that camera when you shut down for the night. Put a towel over it, put a hat over it. They tell you that in orientation. Put something over it. Not only that, if every truck of ours that I've seen, they have the window curtains that come around the front, not just the back curtains behind the seats. If you close those curtains, you got to put the visor down. Number one, the visor is going to cover the camera. Number two, the curtain's going to cover the camera. So if you're worried about invasion of privacy, I'm gonna wonder why you're trying to change with your curtains open, because if your curtains are closed, then that camera can't see you. So I know not everybody's a fan of cameras, but if that's a deal breaker for you, then this probably isn't the right company for you, because that shouldn't be a deal breaker. I get it. It's annoying. It's a nuisance. But it's the trucking world we're in today, and companies are trying to protect themselves and trying to protect the drivers from not having huge lawsuits come at them for stuff that's not their fault. So normally the guys who are really against the camera are maybe guys who have spouses riding with them, and the spouse might be in the back or something and they don't want that. Okay, I get that. And the other guys that are so against the cameras that it might be a deal breaker for them to come work here or a place that has cameras, it's the fact that you're probably doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing while you're driving anyways. So yes, we have cameras. They're inward facing cameras. Bay and Bay cannot just pull up your camera and start watching you while you're driving. It goes to a third party. They review it based off of Bay and Bay's criteria. If they deem it necessary to send it to Bay and Bay for further review, then they do. If not, they put it in the recycle bin on the computer and it never gets seen again. Because we go through road construction, it sets off the lane departure a bunch of times and it triggers the camera. We're not doing anything wrong. They see that, they throw it away. So, with that being said, if you have any further questions, please leave it in the comments below. If you have any other questions you want answered and want me to do another video on, leave me questions in the comments below. Reach out to me. All my contact information's in the front. I'm going to be doing a truck tour, the new T680. It's the next gen T680. That'll be out in a few days. Once I get back to the yard and can get into it and kind of get a tour going of it, I'll get that going. Please, guys, I haven't mentioned this in the video before, but if you guys want to see more content, please hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel out. And stay safe and keep trucking. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one.